EGM Network.
This is Martha Matters. From real estate, healthcare, current events, taxes, or just about any topic, we're talking about it. Call us with any questions on just about any subject. Now, here she is, Martha!
Well, hi there and welcome. Hey, we have a lot to talk about today. A lot of good things are happening, and today's going to be like a potpourri of different topics that I have mentioned before that are even coming to fruition or good things happening. First, right off the bat, it was a good 8 months ago, I talked about converting, that is, methane gas from garbage dumps into LNG. Yes, liquid natural gas. There's a process where that can be done. And I even told you about, which they're not quite ready to do yet, capturing the methane gas from cows, concentrating it and bringing that to the plant and turning that into LNG also. Well, the time has come. By the time this airs on radio, it's only about a couple of weeks later. It's going to be in June that the plant right here at the huge garbage dump, which isn't just for Indian River County, it's St. Lucie and Osceola. For a while, that garbage dump was the highest hill in all of Florida. I don't know if it still is or not, but it is opening up. By the time this airs, like a couple of weeks later, what I was predicting is coming to pass, where we can actually produce a lot of LNG without even digging in the ground for it. So that is good news. Some other good news is I was wondering, not with the criminal illegal aliens, we all know about that, but the honest ones that are still, I put honest in quotations, because they're still illegals, but they're not doing anybody harm, and they came here to find a job, to better their life, to better to have the betterment of the family, medical access, all kinds of things like that most immigrants want, and that's the reason they come here. Well, in order to capture those, and many of them are employed, if not part-time, full-time, temporary, but they still mean well. They have a new program now where if you register through the computer, I believe is what it is right now, you can leave, and you can register right away for re-entry, and they will give you free plane rides to your country of origin or where you came from. And they will, when you reach that country, they will send you $1,000 to help you get food and get started. And you're more than welcome to, like I said, to apply for re-entry. I think that is a beautiful thing, rather than hope that you never get caught and live in that fear. And especially now with the new driver license law, where if you're a U.S. citizen, you get a star in the upper right corner. And the reason, in order to get that star, you either have to have an American passport, that is a U.S. passport. You need to have a birth certificate if you were born here. And if you were not born here, but you are a U.S. citizen, they need a photocopy of your record of naturalization and that you are a citizen. And then you get that gold star right on your driver's license. Well, now in Florida, way back in 2014, they were asking us to get that gold star. So many people have it. It's not a big rush. But for those of you who haven't, it is a big rush because you may not be able to even fly an airplane anymore unless you have that gold star or have your passport visa from another country and you're flying within this country. They need proof of all that. So the good news is most people already have the gold star on their license plate. On their driver's license. The illegals, of course, can get a driver's license, but they will not have that gold star on it because we don't even know who they are. So, again, the good news is that there is a separation, and for those of you who are permanent citizens and all, by all means get it. You never know when you're going to want to travel inside the country, outside the country, fly to see relatives. Don't all of a sudden be stuck and very disappointed that you can't get on an airplane. So that is working out much to the betterment of the whole United States in terms of safety.
You know what, Martha, you bring up a good topic, too, with the immigrants, talking about the ones that are illegal, but yet they're here for the right reasons, if you will.
Right.
And it seems to always, my opinion, get sensationalized in the news that doesn't get separated. Like they lump everyone together. Whoever is against getting rid of the bad guys, if you will, you are now a bad guy because you're seemingly taking it out on everyone that's an illegal immigrant, which isn't true.
That's true.
It's not true. I commend anyone that can leave their home country. I don't know that I could do that. I mean, it's a rough way to go to try to better your life in a completely foreign land, if you will. So there's no reason not to give them every push forward that you possibly can. But in the same thing, you don't allow the bad group either.
Right. And in addition to that, it's a win-win situation. It's not only nice helping out the good people who will have to leave, but quickly apply to come back. In addition to that, it's cheaper than on the American taxpayer. We pay maybe less than $4,000 to get an airplane flight, give them the $1,000 and everything to be done above board, and document their names and identification numbers. So when they come back, it will go through a lot quicker and easier.
Mm-hmm.
If they stay here and keep hiding, not only is there the fear of continuing to hide, but if and when they are caught, they'll be forcefully deported, but it usually costs us closer to $10,000 to $14,000 to deport somebody, one person, that is. And I'm not talking about a family. A family could be 2, 3, 4 people or more. Then it's a really big bill. It will cost the taxpayer that much to forcefully get rid of them, and they won't have the option of coming back. They'll take the information about them, and when they reapply for citizenship from another country, they will immediately be denied. They'll be on a list.
So there's a story that I'm glad you brought it up, that needs to be talked about more in the forefront, because there's your options, saying to the people, here's your option. You can become legal. And so now it's on you to do the right thing.
Correct. Yes.
Now it's on you to do the right thing. We're opening up the door for you. We're not the bad guy.
And we're helping you out
Right.
on this process.
Right.
I think that is a stroke of genius. I think it's an excellent thing. There are some extreme conservatives who are saying, what am I paying for them to do that for, to give them $1,000 of my tax-earned money?
Mm-hmm.
I understand where they're coming from, but if they pick the other option of waiting to be caught, it's costing the taxpayer $14,000,
Right.
not $1,000.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And so I say it's good news for both sides.
Mm-hmm.
And now that we have a border that has been supposedly the most secure that we've ever had in the history of this country, hopefully we are ending the problem continuing. It's a matter of cleaning up what has gone wrong the last 4 years and longer.
Right. Definitely longer. Yep.
So I figure this proposal is good news for both sides. It's less money for the taxpayer, and it gives a credible, respectable route to take for legal re-entry and permanently becoming an occupant or citizen of the United States. So I consider this very good news. Actually, it was well thought out and a very smart thing to do if you think about it. I understand those of you who say, "Oh, don't want to give a dime of my money to the illegals." I understand where you're coming from. Believe me, I do. But if you ignore it, you'll be paying $14,000 a person for when they actually catch these people and get rid of them. And not only are we not getting them back as good citizens, we're also $14,000 a person short on our paying taxes. So think of it that way. Instead of being emotionally involved, I don't want to give them a penny. They still came here illegally, which is no good. That may be true. But take the emotions out of it. Look at the dollars and cents as if it was something else. You were getting rid of a diseased dog and then looking forward to the dog coming back to your home, or a lost dog who is now found. Those are all positive things, and this is a positive thing too. Instead of getting a thug or old jailbirds, the people we are having back are those who want to do well, who want to be hardworking citizens and earn a good living for themselves and their family. These are the type of immigrants we do want. And so helping them out, giving them that $1,000 is a small amount compared to what it could be. If you think narrowly in dollars and cents, and then also think down the road emotionally, we are going to be getting a solid, good number of qualified immigrants who will not be thugs, who will not go robbing banks, murders, or anything else. We will have a nice, safe society again.
And you know what? The other thing that it also shows, everyone around the world knows the United States is helpful.
Yes.
You know, that we try to have open arms and be helpful to other people and give them a boost forward. This is even more, says that even more.
Yes. And in a funny way, that it's a very realistic way, it's helping them follow the right path and come back.
Right.
We're not saying we don't want them, but our doors are open through legal immigration only.
Right. Yeah. Because at the end of the day, there are rules.
Mm-hmm.
You know, there are rules. Even we have rules in the
That's-
United States where some days it seems like we don't, but we do.
That's correct.
Yeah.
That's correct. So that's another topic. Another good news topic, but I have to do more research on it. Regarding the hurricane season, it looks better that the eastern coast of the United States, including Florida, of course, is not going to be prone for hurricanes. But there is something new that happened last year that I'm still researching. When Hurricane Milton formed in the Gulf and the hurricane itself came across Florida, it was like next to nothing when it came to Vero Beach and the eastern coastline of Florida. But in the Caribbean, one of the big bands from Milton broke off and preceded Milton. Milton, the hurricane, pushed it ahead of itself into Florida, and lo and behold, when Milton came to the East Coast, it was little more than a tropical storm, if that, almost like a normal thunderstorm. But ahead of it and mixed in with it was this little band, not so little because it grew, but it started off being a little band that broke off from Hurricane Milton, preceded it, and came straight across and became larger in size. And that band that has no name other than a broke off from Milton is the one that gave all these tornadoes to Indian River County, St. Lucie County, Central Florida, all kinds of areas that we've never had such strong tornadoes before. And this is something new. And if we have another hurricane form that has a little patch that breaks off, instead of just ignoring it like the Weather Channel did, we will now pay attention to it because it could be an area not to develop as a hurricane, but to develop as tornadoes.
Yeah.
So I'm still doing some research on that, and I ask you guys about 3 weeks from this podcast, tune in because I'll have good answers for you about the hurricane season.
Mm-hmm.
We got to take a quick break, and I'll be back in just a couple of minutes, so stay with us. I want to introduce you to our main sponsor, Highland Plaza, located on US 1 on the east side of the Highland Drive traffic light. We even have our own left-hand turn lane. One of the places in there, the first one on the north side, is Easy Stop, and you will be surprised what competitive and beautiful prices they have. You should give it a shot. Also, Tony's Hairstyling Salon is ideal for the entire family at all ages. He and his wife have run a salon there for years with a huge following. Also, we want to tell you about La Taberna Restaurant. It has the freshest Mexican food in town and a well-experienced chef. You will be most surprised not only by the food, but the reasonable prices. Also, I want to tell you about the nail salon. It's Luxury Nails. Let me tell you, they do everything, both for walk-in clients and appointments. Appointments are really appreciated, but they treat all clients professionally. Now, I want to repeat to you, this is located on US 1, just east of Highland Drive at the traffic light. It's a beautiful yellow building with a maroon awning. We look forward to seeing you there. Come on over.
At Sunshine Furniture, our 35,000 square foot showroom is filled with the largest selection of in-stock coastal furniture on the Treasure Coast. Dining and bedroom sets, occasional tables, sofas, sleeper sofas, love seats and chairs, and all the latest styles and colors from Tommy Bahama, Lexington, Hooker, Riverside, Universal Coastal Living, Four Seasons, Braxton Color, and Capri. We're also the outdoor furniture experts and have hundreds of styles of any patio furniture you need, including a gallery of Berlin Gardens and Pollywood. We specialize in fire pits, outdoor rugs, umbrellas, and replacement cushions. Right now, we're having a spring sale with lots of great markdowns and discounts on everything you need for your Florida home, including all pictures, lamps, and accessories half price. Sunshine Furniture, $1295 US 1 in the Publix Plaza, Vero Beach. Don't forget to visit our outlet store directly across the street, filled with lots of brand name closeouts and sale items. And visit our website at sunshinefurniturecasual.com.
Reserve time for Mom at Marsh Landing. Enjoy Mother's Day specials like Low Country Benedict, Peach Cobbler French Toast, roast beef, or Parmesan crusted chicken. Share a monster Bloody Mary pitcher and celebrate Mom this Mother's Day at Marsh Landing Restaurant in Fellsmere.
Evergreen Media is your go-to for podcasting. Business owners, boost your brand by educating clients with your own show. Just show up. We handle everything else. Get your custom video podcast on Facebook, YouTube, and more. Start today at egreenmedia.com.
Well, hi there and welcome back. Hey, there are a number of good things happening, but I mentioned just a few of the top ones that hit me. One other is, very quickly, is that the stock market is recovering very nicely after the huge 3-day drop in April. Oh, I have, just to show you how bad, and this is a very small microcosm. I had a stock that went from 148,000 value down to 132,000 with that 3-day drop. And now it is back up above 148, so 148,000. So that is absolutely great. Mm-hmm. So others may be up a lot better than that. Others may be up not quite as good. But the whole market has recovered from anywhere from 60% to 90% compared to what it was before April 1st. Yeah, our famous April Fool's Day. So there's good news there, too. We don't have much time left, so I want to emphasize there are loads of places for rent in the area for those who'd like to come for the summer. But I want you to stay with us for the next few weeks because we're going to have some exciting topics for you, including the forecast for the hurricane season so you can make your plans. So I'm asking you all to have a great week. And we'll look forward to being with you next week. Same place, same time.